First lot to be arriving in Jim's boat, another lot not far behind.
Good evening, Fred.
Good evening, Mrs. Rogers.
Is that the boat?
Yes.
Oh dear, already? Have you remembered everything?
I think so. Lemons, lipsoles, cream, eggs, tomatoes, and butter. That's all, wasn't it?
That's right. So much to do, I don't know where to start. All these guests, and no maids till the morning.
Calm down, Ethel. Everything's ship-shape now. Looks nice, don't it, Fred?
Looks neat enough for me. Kind of bare, though. But it seems rich folks like places bare.
Rich folk is queer.
That queer sort of gentleman who's built this place. Spent a wicked lot of money on it. And they get tired of it, puts the whole thing up for sale.
I don't know why anyone would want to buy it. He's living on an island.
Oh, calm down, Ethelyn. Cut along that kitchen of yours. They'll be here any minute now.
Making that steep climb an excuse for a drink, I suppose? Like some others I know?
That's young Jim. I'll be getting along. There's 2 guests arriving by car, I understand.
I shall want 5 loads. Make time to smoke in the morning, remember?
Right.
Don't bring the order for the engine, Fred. I have to charge up tomorrow. The lights will be running now.
Well, the shuttle from the rail. It's at the station now. We'll bring it across first thing tomorrow morning.
And give a half of the luggage, will you?
Right.
I forgot to use the guest come.
Doesn't look like a very classy lot to me. Miss Clayton. She'll probably be the secretary.
I don't hold much with secretaries, giving themselves airs and graces, looking down upon the servants.
Oh, stop growling, Ethelyn. Cut along to that lovely, up-to-date, expensive kitchen of yours.
Too many newfangled gadgets for my fancy.
So, who's this?
How perfectly lovely.
Miss Claythorne.
You're Roger?
Yes, good evening.
Good evening, Roger. Will you bring up my luggage you got to know about?
Very good.
You've been here before.
No, but I've heard a lot about the place.
From Mr. and Mrs. Owens?
No, old Johnny Brewer, pal of mine, built this place. It's a sad and quaint story.
A love story?
Yes, ma'am. Johnny was a rich old boy. Fell in love with the famous Miss Lily Logan. Married her, bought the island, and built this place.
Sounds most romantic.
Poor Johnny. He thought by cutting her off from the rest of the world, letting that telephone with means of communication, he could hold her.
But of course, the fair lily tired of rising power and escaped.
Johnny went back to Wall Street, made a few more millions, and the place was sold.
And here we are. Well, I have to go and find Mrs. Oates, and those will be in a minute.
It would be very rude of you to leave me here all by myself.
Would it? Oh well, I wonder where she is.
She'll be along when she's ready. While we're waiting, would you mind if I had a drink?
Of course she is.
Certainly it's warm after that steep climb.
Really? This is exciting.
What is it?
All this. The smell of the sea, the gulls, the beach, this lovely house. I'm going to enjoy myself.
I think you are. I think we both are. Here's to you. You're very lovely.
Where's Mrs. Owen?
Mr. and Mrs. Owen are in London and won't be down until tomorrow.
Tomorrow.
Here's the list of all the guests arriving. The second boatman is just arriving.
Thank you. How awful. I say, you please help me, won't you?
I won't move from your side.
Thank you. It seems rather silly to have brought on lessons for expense and all the rest of the second.
That, I'm afraid, was design, not accident.
Design? What do you mean?
Well, I suggested to the boatman there is no need to wait for any more passengers. That and 5 shillings soon started up the engine.
You shouldn't have done that.
Well, they're not a very exciting lot now, are they?
I thought that young man was not nice looking.
Callow. Definitely callow and very, very young.
I suppose you think a man in his 30s is more attractive?
I don't think, my darling, I know.
When's our place you got here?
I'm Mrs. Owen's secretary. Mrs. Owen has been detained in London, I'm afraid, and will be down for tomorrow. May I introduce Captain Lombard, Mr.
Marston. Anthony Marston.
Something to drink?
Wonderful place you have here.
I'm Mrs. Owen's secretary. Mrs. Owen has been detained in London, I'm afraid, and will be down for tomorrow.
They went.
How are you?
How do you do? My name's Lombard. May I introduce Mr. Marston, Mr.
Davis is his name. How are you, Mr. Marston? Pleased to meet you.
Have a drink?
Thanks, Mr. Lombard. I don't mind if I do. Bit of a stiff climb up here. Wow, what a view and what a hike. Reminds me of South Africa, this place.
Does it? What part?
Oh, or Nadel, Durban, you know.
Really?
Well, your temperance. Do you know South Africa?
Me? No.
Well, that's where I'm from. Sort of my natal state, you might say.
Interesting country, I should think.
Finest country in the world, sir. Gold, silver, diamonds, oranges, everything a man can want and more.
How do you do? General Mackenzie, I'm Miss Brent, secretary. Mrs. Owens is detained for lunch, I'm afraid. It won't be done until tomorrow. Management Captain Lombard, Mr. Marston, Mr.
David, there's his name.
Have a drink.
Please. You in the service?
Formerly kicked Jackson Rifles. Mr. came to me in peacetime though, so I chucked it.
That's a pity. When? Where is Mrs. Owens? Miss Brent, isn't it? I'm Miss Brent, secretary. Mrs. Owens has been detained for months, I'm afraid.
And won't be down until tomorrow.
Indeed extraordinary. Did she miss the train? I expect so. Won't you have something? Management Captain Lombard, Mr. Marston, General Mackenzie? I think y'all better both. And Mr.
David, there's his name. I think your case.
I suppose you know, young man, that you left us standing there on the wharf. I'm afraid, Miss Brent, I was to blame for that. It seems to me most extraordinary that Mrs. Owen should not be here to receive her guests. Perhaps she's the kind of person who just can't help but take trains.
Ha! That's what I reckon she is.
Mrs. Owen isn't the least like that.
Perhaps it was her husband's fault.
She hasn't got a husband. I should like to go to my room. Yes, of course. I'll take you there.
You'll find Mrs. Rogers upstairs. She will show you the room.
I'm afraid our host haven't arrived yet, sir. My name's Lombard.
Mine's Wargrave. How do you do?
How do you do? Have a drink?
Yes, please. How are you? David. David is the name? I say, wonderful place you have here. Quite unique. As you say, quite unique. Oh, Badger Berkeley wrote this. Who did you say? Badger Berkeley. You're on the end of the show. When's he coming?
I don't think he's coming. Nobody with the name is Berkeley.
Dirty old double-crosser. Well, rather wizard on him. Rather wizard girl as secretary. She outlines herself a bit. Tell me, what about dressing for dinner? If there's time.
Let's go and explore.
Oh, wizard. I should say, wonderful place for a holiday. Oh, wizard. What? Aren't you going to sit down?
Well, to tell you the truth, you seem to be sitting in my chair.
I'm sorry, I didn't realize you were one of the family.
I'm not. But you see, I live at the Benson Club. Have for the last 10 years, and my chair is just about there.
Becomes a bit of a habit.
Yes, it does. Well, it's not as good as the club, but still, it's a nice chair. To tell you the truth, I was really rather surprised to get this invitation. Haven't had anything like it for the past 4 years. Very nice of them, I thought.
Here's my keys, daughter. Is Lady Constance Comington expected here? Can you tell me?
Lady Constance Comington. I don't think so, unless she's coming down with Mr. and Mrs. Dillon. Allow me, sir. Can I have your keys, sir?
No, thank you. I think I'll have to myself.
Dinner is at 8 o'clock. Shall I show you to your room?
Please.
Here you are, ma'am. I'll call Rogers.
Oh, sorry.
How are you? David is the name.
Mine's Armstrong.
Dr. Armstrong, I believe.
Yes.
Thought so. I never forget a face.
Don't tell me I've forgotten my medication.
No, nothing like that. It's just that I saw you in court once giving expert evidence.
Oh, really? Are you interested in the law?
Well, you see, I'm from South Africa. Naturally, the legal processes in this country were intercolonial.
Of course.
Have a drink?
No, thank you.
Do you mind if I do?
Not a bit.
I've been having a look around the island. It's a wonderful place, isn't it?
Wonderful. As I was coming across the mainland, I thought what a human speech this was.
Too peaceful for some, I dare say.
Wonderfully restful. Wonderful for the nerve. I'm a nerve specialist, you know.
Yes, I know that. Did you come by train?
No, I motored down. Dropped in on a patient on the way. Great improvement. Wonderful response.
That's part of 200 miles, isn't it? How long did it take you?
Oh, I didn't hurry. I never hurry. That didn't hurry. Some mannerless young fellow nearly drove me into ditch near Amesbury. Shot past me at about 80 miles an hour. Just a frightful bit of driving. I'd like to have had his number.
Yes, and if only more people would take the numbers of these young road hogs.
Yes, you must excuse me. I must have a word with Mr. Owen.
Oh, Mr. Owens is coming down until tomorrow.
You rang, sir.
Yes, take my hat, will you? What time is supper?
Dinner is at 8 o'clock tonight. I think tonight's dressing will be optional.
Got a good place here.
Yes, sir.
Been here long?
Just under a week, sir.
Is that all?
Yes.
So I don't suppose you know much about the crowd that's here, do you?
No.
All old friends of the family?
I really couldn't say, sir.
Oh, well, Rogers.
Yes, sir.
Rogers, would you mind putting a couple of sandwiches and a drink by my bed at night? I get quite an appetite with the sea air.
I'll see what I can do, sir.
Roger, I'll see you won't lose by it. Where's my room?
Right this way.
Good. I can do with the washing and brush up straight away.
Oh, there you are, Roger. You ought to be dirty dishes. You're always doing the dirty work for me. Here I am with a four-course dinner on my hands and no one to help me with the dishing up. Who was it you were talking to, by the way?
David, South African gentleman. No class if you ask me, and no money either.
Well, I don't like him. Don't like any of them much. More like that bunch you had down at the boarding house, I'd say.
The money was good. I mean, David, he gets out, he's a millionaire or something. You should see his underwear, cheap as they make them.
But as I said, it's not treating us right. All these guests are no maids this morning. Who do they think we are?
The money's good.
And so it ought to be. Catch me going to the service again unless the money was good.
Well, it is good, so what are you going on about?
Well, I can tell you this, Roger. I'm not staying any place where I'm put upon. Cooking's my business. I'm a good cook.
First rate, old girl.
And housework's none of my business. All these guests. I have a good mind to put on my hat and coat and walk out now and go straight back to Plymouth.
You can't do that, old girl.
And why not? Who says I can? I should like to know.
Because you're on an island, old girl. Had you forgotten that?
Yes, none of us fancy to be on an island.
Not much that I fancy going on an island either. No slipping down to the town. Oh well, it's still a waste on account of the difficulty.
Is that all you ever think about?
Now, cut along to that kitchen of yours, or your dinner will be spoiled.
It'll be spoiled anyway, I expect. Everyone's going to be late. Wasted on them. Good thing I didn't make a souffle. Oh, you will see what a minute is. Doesn't matter if you know. Is everything all right, Roger? You need me?
Yeah, the missus complains a lot, but she gets it done.
Lovely evening. Yes, indeed. The weather seems very settled. How plainly one can hear the sea. Pleasant sound, hardly a rustling, and deliciously warm, not like England at all. I just thought you might feel a bit uncomfortable with that dress. Oh, no. It's rather tight, isn't it? Oh, I don't think so. You'll excuse me, my dear, but you're a young girl and you've got your living to earn. Yes, a well-bred woman doesn't like her secretary to appear flashy. It looks, you know, as if you were trying to attract the attention of the opposite sex. And would you say I do attract them? That's beside the point. A girl who deliberately sets out to seek the attraction of men won't be likely to keep her job long. Sure, that depends on who she's working for. Really, Miss Claythorne? Aren't you being a little unkind? Young people nowadays behave in the most disgusting fashion. Disgusting? Yes. Low-back evening dresses, lying half naked on beaches and all this so-called sunbaking. An excuse for modest conduct, nothing more. Familiarity, Christian names and drinking cocktails. Look at the young men nowadays. Decadent. Look at that young Marston with good as he, and that Captain Labarge. What's your object to Captain Labarge? I should say he was a man who's led a very, very interesting life. The man's an adventurer. Fish under generation is no good at all. You don't like youth, I see. What do you mean? I was just remarking that you don't like young people. And is there any reason why I should, pray? Oh, no. But it seems to me you must miss an awful lot. It's very pertinent. Sorry, that's just what I think. The world will never improve until we stamp out in modesty. Quite pathological. What did you say? Nothing.
What about the old boy?
She looks rather like a tortoise, don't you think?
And all judges look like tortoises. They have that venomous way of darting their heads in and out. Mr. Justice Worthing is no exception.
I didn't realize he was a judge.
Oh yeah, he's proudly been responsible for sentencing more innocent people to death than anybody else in England. Hello, you. Do you know each other, Miss Claythorne, Dr. Armstrong? Armstrong and I get excited as the old
yes,
boy.
I heard you, and so did he, I think. Oh, so Lawrence.
Right.
Would you come out here? There's something I want to ask you.
They're remarkably fine.
Yes, absolutely fabulous. Force charging you Lottie Carlotta. Don't come any further road anymore. I can get over 100 of her. Not too bad, eh?
Did you come from London?
Yes, 208 miles. A bit under 4 hours. Touch 90 going over Salisbury Plain. Too many cars on the road to keep it up though.
I think you passed me on the road. You nearly drove me to a ditch.
Did I? Sorry.
If I can remember, I just reported you.
You're footling along in the middle of the road.
Footling? Me? Footling?
Oh well, what about a drink?
Good idea. Hello, Mrs. Bellman.
Why Mrs. Owen?
Why, you make the most attractive wife for any wealthy businessman.
You always flirt so outrageously.
Always.
Oh, well, now we know.
So, tell me, what's this Brent up to the judge about? He had a buttonhole upstairs earlier.
I don't know. It's funny. She seemed so definite that there wasn't a Mr. Owen.
You don't think that there isn't, that they are?
What? Married to me?
Seems quite silly they know each other. I could have given you a lift down.
Yes, that would have been it.
I'd like to show you how to do across Salisbury Plain. Say what, maybe we can drive back to them.
Oh, but I...
Seems quite silly, having an empty car and all.
Yes, but she likes the way she's going back, and...
Look, aren't they sweet? Those 10 little China Indians. Oh, and there's Gil Dutchlight.
What are you talking about? What Indian? What earth are you on?
10 little Indian boys going out to dance. One choked himself and then there were 9. 9 little Indian boys found it very late. One overslept himself and then there were 8.
8 little Indian boys traveling in Devon. One got left behind, then there were 7.
Ladies and gentlemen, silence please. You are charged with these indictments, that you did respectively and at diverse times commit the following. Dr. Armstrong, that you did cause the death of Louisa Mary Cleves. William Henry Bloor, that you brought about the death of James Stephen Lendor. Emily Carolyn Brent, that you were responsible for the death of Beatrice Taylor. Vera Elizabeth Claythorne, that you killed Peter Ogilvy Hamilton. Philip Lombard, that you were guilty of the deaths of 21 men, members of an East African tribe. John Gordon Mackenzie, that you sent your wife's lover, Martha Richmond, to his death. Anthony James Marston, that you were guilty of the murder of John and Lucy Combs. Thomas Rogers and Ethel Rogers, that you brought about the death of Jennifer Brady. Lawrence John Wargrave, that you were guilty of the murder of Edward Seaton. Prisoners at the bar, have you anything to say in your defense?
he all right, Doctor? Is he all right? It's nothing much. She's fainted, that's all.
Rogers, get some smelling salt.
Who is not speaking? It's Townsend. What? What kind of practical joke is that?
Where the devil that voice come from? Here we are.
You are charged with these indictments.
Turn it off, it's horrible. It's just disgraceful and heartless practical joke.
So you think it's a joke, do you?
What else could it be?
At the moment, I'm not prepared to give an opinion.
But the devil turned it on and set it going.
We must inquire into that.
What happened?
Allow me, man. Allow me, Mr. Vice Speaker. Ethel. All right, do you hear? Pull yourself together.
Did I faint, man? Yes. Give me some water. Voice, awful voice, like a judgment. Drink that, Roger. I'll be all right now. You just gave me a turn.
Gave me a turn too. Wicked lies it was. I'd like to know.
Who was it put that record on the gramophone? Was it you, Rogers?
I was just obeying orders, sir.
Whose orders?
Well, Mr. Owen.
Let me get this quite clear. Mr. Owen's orders were what exactly?
I was to put a record on the gramophone. I found a record over there in the drawer. I was to start with that one, sir. I thought it was just the music.
A very remarkable story.
It's the truth, sir. Before heaven, it's the truth. I think I had a title. I thought it was just the music.
Is there a title?
A title? Yes, sir. It's called Swan Song.
This is preposterous. Just preposterous. This fellow Owen, whoever he is,
That's just it. Who is he?
That is what we must go into very carefully. I should suggest that you get your wife to bed, Rogers, then come back in.
Yes, sir.
I'll give you a hand. Will she be all right, Doctor? Yes, quite all right.
These turns of events, I thought you should agree.
I agree.
this is preposterous. Just preposterous.
She'll be all right now. I've given her a sedative.
Now then, Doctor, you want something to drink after all this?
No, thank you.
You have this one, General? Now then, Rogers, we must get to the bottom of this. Tell us what you know about Mr. Owen.
Well, he owns this place, sir.
I'm aware of that fact. What I want you to tell me is what you yourself know about the man.
To tell you the truth, I've never seen him.
What do you mean? You've never seen him.
Well, we were engaged by letter through the registry office, the Regina in Plymouth.
That's a high-class firm. We can check on that. Have you got that letter?
The letter engaging us? Yes, sir.
Go on with your story.
We arrived here on the 4th, like the letter said. There was plenty of food in stock. Everything was neat and in order, just needed a little bit of dusting in that.
What next?
Well, yesterday, by morning post, we received another letter saying that Mr. and Mrs. Owen might be detained in London. And if so, we were to do the best that we could. He gave instructions about dinner and about putting the record on the gramophone. Here it is, sir.
It is Ritz Hotel and typewritten. Coordination machine number 5. Quite new. No defects. Engine taper. This common make. We shan't get much out of this. We could check it for fingerprints, but it's handled way too much. Quite a little detective.
Got some fancy Christian names. You look Norman Owen.
Oblige you, Mr. Marston. You've drawn my attention to a serious suggestion point. I think the time has come for all of us to pull our information. It'd be well for all of us to come forward with all the information we have regarding our unknown ghost. We are all his guests, and I think it would be profitable if each one of us were to explain exactly how that came about.
There's something very peculiar about all this. I received a letter with a signature that was not very easy to read. It purported to be from a woman whom I had met in a certain summer resort 2 or 3 years ago. I took the name Georgius. I'm quite certain I've never met nor become friendly with anyone of the name of Owen.
Have you got that letter, Miss Brent?
Yes, I will fetch it to you.
Miss Playfair.
I never actually met Mrs. Owen. I wanted a holiday post, and I applied to Secretary of Miss Grandfather. I was offered this post in the question.
And you were never interviewed by a prospective employer?
No. This is the letter.
Indian Island, Stickle Haven, Devon. I have received your name from Miss Grenfell's agency. I understand she knows you personally. I shall be glad to pay you a salary or ask. I shall expect you to take up your duties on August 8th. The train is 12:10 from Paddington, and you will be met at Oak Bridge Station. I enclose £5 for expenses. Yours truly, Una Nancy Owen. Mr. Marshall.
Don't actually know the owners. They all want from old pal Badger Berkeley. Told me a roll here. Funny though, I thought the old horse had gone to Norway. I don't have the wire.
Thank you. Dr. Armstrong.
Under the circumstances, I figured the agent provided the healing professional. Mr. Owens contacted me, said he was worried about his wife's health. Her nurse, to be precise. He wanted a report without her being alone. He therefore suggested that my visit should be regarded as less than ordinary guest.
You had no previous acquaintance with the family?
No.
But you had no hesitation in obeying the summons?
A colleague of mine was working, and a bear had perceived the deathly. I was due for a holiday anyway.
Dear Miss Brent, I do hope you remember me. We were together at Belvedere Guest House in August some years ago, and we seem to have so much in common. I am starting a guest house of my own on an island off the coast of Devon. I think there is an opening for a place where there is good, plain English cooking and a nice old-fashioned type of person. None of this nudity and gramophone past tonight. I should be very glad if you could see your way to spending your summer holiday on Indian Island. As my guest, of course, I suggest August 8th, 12:40 from Paddington to Oak Ridge. Yours sincerely, U.N. The signature is slightly ambiguous.
I'd like the nudity touch.
Here's my own decoy letter from an old friend of mine, Lady Constance Cummington. She writes in her usual vague, incoherent way, urging me to join her here, and refers to her host and hostess in the vaguest of terms.
Now look here, I just thought of something.
Yes, but you'll deal with one thing at a time, if you don't mind, Captain Lombard. General McKinney.
Got a letter from this fellow Owen. Thought I must have met him at the club sometime. Mentioned some old cronies of mine who were supposed to be here. Hope that excuse informal invitations. Haven't kept the letter on the frame.
And you, Captain Lombard.
Same sort of thing. Letter mentioning mutual friends. Haven't kept the letter either.
Just now we had a somewhat disturbing experience. An apparently disembodied voice spoke to us all by name, uttering certain deafening accusations. We will deal with those accusations presently. At the moment, I am interested in a minor point. Amongst the names received was that of William Henry Bloor. As far as we know, there was no name Bloor amongst us. The name of Davis, however, was not mentioned. What do you have to say about that, Mr. Davis?
Cat's out of the bag, it seems. I suppose I'd better admit my name is not David.
You are William Henry Bloor?
That's right.
We'll add something to that. Not only are you here under a false name, but this afternoon I've also noticed that you're a first-class admirer, claiming to come from Natal, South Africa. I know Natal and South Africa well, and I'm prepared to swear that you've never set foot there in your life.
You gentlemen have got me all wrong. I'm an ex-CID man.
I'm copper.
I've got my credentials and I can prove it. I run a detective agency in Plymouth. I was put on this job. By whom? Mr. Owen, of course. He sent a very nice money order for Spencer and set out to come here, posing as a guest. He sent a list of all his attendings and set out to keep an eye on you all. Any reason given? Said Mrs. Owen had got some very valuable jewels. Mrs. Owen, my foot. I don't believe that there's any such person. Your conclusions are, I think, justified. We'll look Norman Owen, Una Nancy Owen. It's time that is to say U.N. Owen, or by slight twist of the fancy, unknown.
But that's fantastic. Mad.
Oh yes, my dear, I have no doubt in my own mind that you've been invited here by a madman, probably a dangerous homicidal lunatic.
Oh my goodness.
Whoever it is who has enticed us here, that person has taken the trouble to find out a great deal about us. A very great deal. Now that his knowledge concerning us here makes certain definite accusations.
It's all good.
I wish to say this. Our unknown friend accuses me of the murder of one Edward Beatty.
I remember Dean perfectly well. He came before me for trial in June of 1930. He was accused of the murder of an elderly woman. He was very ably defended and made a good impression on the jury in the witness box. Nevertheless, on the evidence, he was certainly guilty. I summed up accordingly, and the jury brought back a verdict of guilty. On passing sentence of death, I fully concurred with this verdict. The appeal was lodged on the grounds of misdirection. The appeal was dismissed, and the man was duly executed. I wish to say before you all that my conscience is perfectly clear on the matter. I did my duty, nothing more. I passed sentence on a rightly convicted murderer.
Did you know Seaton at all? I mean, personally.
I knew nothing of Seaton's previous to the trial.
Lying, pretty always lying.
Fellow's a madman, absolute madman. Got a bee in his bonnet. Got hold of the wrong end of the stick all around. It's best, really, to leave this sort of thing unanswered. But under the circumstances, I feel I ought to say that there's no truth whatsoever in what they said about young Arthur Richmond. He was one of my officers. I sent him on reconnaissance back in 1917 and he was killed. I'd also like to say that I resent very much that Flora, my wife. She was a wonderful woman, best wife in the world. Absolutely. Caesar's wife.
I was just thinking, John and Lucy Combs must have been a couple of kids that ran over near Cambridge. Speaks of bad luck.
For them or for you?
For me, I was thinking. I guess for them too. They ran out of a cottage with some others. Have a license suspended for a year. Beastly news.
This cheating's all wrong. All wrong. Young men like you are a danger to the community.
It was an accident. It was just an accident.
Might I say a word, sir?
Go ahead, Roger.
There's a mention, sir, of me, and Mrs. Rogers and Mr. Jennifer Brady. There isn't a word of truth in it. She was always in poor health, always from the time it came to her. There was a storm, sir, the night she died. The telephone was out of order, so I couldn't get the doctor to her. So I went for him, sir, on foot. Well, he got there too late. To better to him work. There was never a word spoken against us, never a word.
Came into a nice little something out of that, though, I suppose, didn't you?
Miss Brady left us a legacy of recognition for our faithful service, and why not, I'd like to know.
What about yourself, Lord?
What about me?
Your name was on the list.
I know. Landor, you mean? That was in London, a commercial bank robbery.
I remember Landor, that it didn't come before me. Landor was convicted on your evidence. You were the police officer in charge of the case.
I was, my lord.
Landor got penal servitude for life and died in Dartmoor a year later. He was a delicate man.
He was a crook. He was the one that put the night watchman out. The case is clear from the start.
You were complimented that day on your able handling of the case.
I got my promotion. I was only doing my duty.
Convenient word, duty. What about you, Doctor?
I'm at a loss to understand the matter. The name meant nothing to me. What was it? Clothes? Cloth? I really can't remember having been taken by that name, or being connected with the death in any way. Of course, it was a long time ago. It might possibly have been one of my cases of surgery. Many times they come too late, and then when they die, the surgeon blames for it.
And then, of course, it's always easiest to give up surgery, take up nerve cases. Some, of course, give up drink.
I was touched. You never considered such things. I never touched alcohol.
My dear one, I never said that you did. Anyway, Mr. Unknown Owen, gentleman that knows all of that.
Miss Clayton.
Nurse governess, Peter Hamilton. We were in Cornwall for the summer. Did her business in outside. One day, my attention was distracted. We started off. As soon as I saw what happened, I came after him. I couldn't get back up.
Was there an inquest?
Yes. I was exonerated by the coroner. His mother just went there.
Thanks. Miss Brent.
I have nothing to say.
Nothing?
Nothing.
You reserve your defense.
There is no question of defense. I have always acted according to the dictates of my conscience.
What a law-abiding lot we seem to be. Myself excepted.
We are waiting for your story, Captain Lombard.
I haven't got a story.
What do you mean?
Well, it's just that I plead guilty. It's perfectly true. I left those natives alone in the bush. Matter of self-preservation.
You abandon your men.
Not the act of terrorism, I'm afraid, but self-preservation is a man's first duty. Besides, natives don't mind dying, you know. They don't feel about it as Europeans do.
Our inquiry rests there. Now, Rogers, who else is on this island besides ourselves and you and your wife?
Nobody, sir. Nobody at all.
You're sure of that?
Quite sure, sir.
Don't go, Rogers. I'm not yet clear as to the purpose of our unknown host in getting us to assemble here. But in my opinion, he's not sane in the accepted sense of the word. He may be dangerous. In my opinion, it would be well for all of us to leave this island as soon as possible. I suggest that we leave tonight.
You'll excuse me, sir, but there's no boat on the island.
No boat at all?
No, sir.
Then why don't you telephone to the mainland?
There's no telephone either. President Ericot's always here before 8. He brings the bread, milk, brings the post and papers, and he takes the order.
Like a whole detective story. I'll have a fair mystery before we go. Positively thrilling.
In my time of life, I have no desire for thrills.
The legal life's narrowing. I'm all for crime. Understood.
He's dead.
Dead? What do you mean, dead? Do you mean a fellow just choked and died?
You can call it a choking fit if you'd like, General Kennedy. Marston died of asphyxiation, right enough.
I never knew a man could die like that. Just of a choking fit.
In the middle of life, we are in death. A man doesn't die of a mere choking fit, General Kennedy. Marston's death is what we call a natural death. Was there something in his drink? Yes, by the smell of his cyanide. Probably potassium cyanide. Acts pretty well spontaneously.
Then he must have put the stuff in the glass himself.
Suicide, eh? That's a rum go.
Never think he committed suicide. He was still alive. He was enjoying himself.
Oh, look. Here's some of the little Indians off the mantelpiece. Broken.
that boat yet. It's very early still.
Oh, I know. Still, the fellow brings the bread and milk and all that. No, it's not at breakfast yet. Where is the fellow Rogers?
Oh, don't let's bother about that.
How's the weather looking? Wind is freshened up a bit. Rather a mackerel sky. Old woman in train yesterday said we were due for some dirty weather. I should have wondered if he wasn't right.
I wish that boat would come. The sooner we get off this island, the better. It's absurd not to have a boat on the island.
There's no proper harbor. If the wind came from the southeast, the boat would dash to pieces against the rock.
But a boat would always be able to make it from the mainland.
No, Miss Friend, that's just what it wouldn't.
Do you mean that we should be cut off from the land?
Yes, condense milk, rip it up, and tin stuff till the gale has blown itself out. But I shouldn't worry if I were you, Miss Friend. The sea's only a bit choppy.
I think the pleasures of living on an island are rather overrated. I wonder if that boat can come in. And knowing the way the house is built flat up against the cliff, you can't see the mainland until you climb to the top. Shall we go up there again?
It wouldn't do us any good, Doctor. I watched pot never boils, you know. There was no sign of any boat putting out when we were up there just now.
What can this man Narracott be doing?
They're all like that here in Devon. They never hurry themselves.
And where's Roger? He ought to be about.
If you ask me, Master Rogers was pretty badly rattled last night.
No, it's ghastly, the whole thing.
Got the wind up properly. I think and even bet he and his wife did do the old lady in.
You really think so?
Yes. I've never seen a man more scared in all my life. Guilty as all got out, I can say.
Fantastic. The whole thing. Fantastic.
I say, suppose he's hostage.
Who? Roger? But how could he? There's no boat on the island. You just said so.
Yes? But I've been thinking, we've only Rogers' word for that. Suppose there is a boat, and he's nipped off in it first thing in the morning.
Oh no, he wouldn't be allowed to do that.
Sleep well, General?
I dreamed. Yes, I dreamed.
Ha! I don't wonder at that.
I dreamed of Leslie, my wife, you know.
Yes. Where is that man Narracott?
Who is Narracott?
The bloke you brought us over yesterday afternoon.
Was it only yesterday?
Yes, I feel like that too. Bad Griffin record, suicide, it's about all a man can stand. I shan't be sorry to see the back end of Indian Island, I give you my word.
So you don't understand. How strange.
What's that, General?
I don't like the look of it.
Suppose Marston's death last night must have been a bad shock. He was years older.
Where's that poor young fellow now?
He's in his study. I put him there myself.
Dr. Archie, I suppose it was suicide? What else could it be? I don't know. Suicide?
You know, I've had a pretty funny feeling in the night. This fellow Owen, suppose he's on the island. Rogers may know, or he may have told Rogers to say he doesn't know. Pretty nasty thought, isn't it?
But would anyone have been able to tamper with Marston's strength without our seeing him?
And was just sitting up there. Anybody could have dropped his doll of cyanide or something in it when no one was looking.
But that's...
Oh, there you are, Doctor. I've been looking all over the place for you. Could you come and have a look at my wife?
Is she feeling under the weather still?
She...
You won't leave the island without me. I wish that boat would come. I hate this place.
Yes, I think the sooner we get in touch with the police, the better.
The police.
The police must be notified in case of suicide, you know, Miss Laythorne.
Oh, yes, of course.
What's going on here? No sign of breakfast.
Are you hungry, General?
Leslie? Leslie? Leslie, my dear?
No, I'm not. I'm very late for it.
Oh, forgive me. I mistook you for my wife.
Oh.
I was waiting for her, you see.
But I thought your wife was dead long ago.
I thought so too. But I was wrong. She's here, on the island.
Good morning. Good morning, Captain Lombard.
See, never saw myself. Boat here yet?
No.
Bit late, isn't it?
Very.
Good morning. Too bad all this. Could have had a swim before breakfast.
Too bad no puppy fell.
You must have pretty good nerve to sleep like that. Nothing makes you lose my sleep. Didn't you have African natives by any chance, did you?
No. You're convicts on Dartmoor?
Now look here, Captain Lombard. That's not very funny.
Well, you started it, you know. What about breakfast?
The whole domestic staff seems to have gone on strike.
We can always order for ourselves.
Hello, that's strange.
What is it?
You remember we found one of those little fellow's snacks last night?
Yes, that obviously none.
That awfully nice. I'm certain there was something here for your eyes.
Yes, that obviously none. Well,
There are only 8.
so there are.
I think it's clear, don't you?
There were probably only 9 to begin with. We assumed there were 10 because of the run. Hello, Armstrong. What's the matter?
Mrs. Rogers is dead.
No. How?
Died of sleep. Roger thought she was under the influence of the sleeping draught I gave her, so he came downstairs, visits her and lit the kitchen fire. When she still hadn't appeared, he went out, was alarmed by the look of her, and came hunting for me. She was dead about 5 hours this day.
What was it? Her heart?
Impossible to say.
After all, she did have a pretty bad shock last night.
Yeah,
She might have been poisoned, I suppose, Doctor.
it's perfectly possible.
The same stuff as young Marston?
No, not cyanide. It would have been a narcotic, or hypnotic. What is a barbiturate, or chloral, something like that.
You gave her some sleeping powders last night, didn't you?
Yes, I gave her a mild dose of luminol.
Didn't give her too much, did you?
Certainly not. What do you mean?
All right, no offense, no offense. I just thought that she had a weak heart.
The amount I gave her could not have hurt anyone.
Then what exactly did happen?
Impossible to say without an autopsy.
If this had occurred in the case of one of your private patients, what would have been your procedure?
Without any previous knowledge of her state of health, I certainly could not give her a certificate of death. She was a very nervous procedure. She had a bad fright last night. Perhaps it was heart failure. Her heart suddenly failed to beat. But what caused it to fail? Conscience. What do you mean by that, Miss Brent? You all heard. She was accused, together with her husband, of having deliberately killed their former employer, an old lady.
And you believe that that's true, Miss Brent?
Certainly. You all saw her last night. She broke down completely and fainted. The shock of having her wickedness brought home to her was too much for her. She literally died of fear. It's possible, Mary. One cannot adopt it without more previous knowledge of her state of health. If there's a lady party, call it, if you prefer, an act of God.
Oh, no, Miss Brent.
You regard it as impossible that a sinner should be struck down by the wrath of God? I do not.
My dear lady, in my experience of ill-doing, Providence seeks the work of chastisement to us mortals. And the process is often fraught with difficulties. There are no shortcuts. Let's be practical. What did the old lady have to drink last night after she went to bed?
Nothing.
Nothing at all? Not a cup of tea or a glass of water? I'll bet you she had a cup of tea. That sort always does.
Providence assures you she had nothing whatsoever to drink.
Rogers may say so.
So that's your idea then?
Well, why not? They do the old lady in. You're feeling quite safe and happy about it.
Happy.
Well, they know that there's no immediate danger to them. Then last night, some lunatic goes and spills the beans. What happened? It's the woman crack. Goes to pieces. Did you see Rogers last night while she was coming to? Not all husband solicitude? Not in your sweet life. He was like a cat on hot bricks. And that's the position. They've done a murder and got away with it. What if it's all going to be raised up again now? It's the woman that will give the show away. She hasn't got the nerve to brazen it out. Rogers, he's all right. He'll go on lying till the cows come home. But he can't be sure of her. She's a living danger to her husband, and he knows it. So what does he do? He makes up a nice cup of tea, drops a dollop of cyanide in it, and when she's had it, he cleans up the cup and saucer and tells the doctor she ain't had nothing.
No, that's impossible. A man wouldn't do that. Not to his wife.
You'd be surprised, Miss Claythorne, what some husbands would do.
Excuse me, miss. I'm getting on with breakfast. I'm not much of a hand to cook, I'm afraid. Lunch is worrying me. Would 10 tongue and toast to be satisfactory, and I could right potatoes. There, 10 fruit and cheese and biscuit.
But that will be fine, Roger.
Lunch? Lunch? We can't be here for lunch. And when the devil is that boat coming?
Mr. Bloor.
What?
You'll excuse me, sir, but the boat won't be coming.
What?
Fred Narracot's always here before 8. Is there anything else you require?
No, thank you, Roger.
And there's Roger. His wife is lying dead upstairs, and there he is, cooking breakfast and calmly talking about lunch. Now he says the boat won't be coming. How the devil does he know?
Mr. Moore!
What?
Don't you see? He's safe. He's just carrying on automatically. It's a good surfer. It's pathetic, really.
He's pulling a fast one, if you ask me. The really significant thing is the failure of the boat to arrive. It means we are being deliberately cut off from help.
That's very little time. Very little time.
What's that, General?
Very little time. We mustn't waste it talking about things that don't matter.
Why do you think the boat can't?
Ubiquitous Mr. Owen has given orders.
You mean put him as a joke or something like that?
He wouldn't fall for that, would he?
Well, why not? Indian Island has a reputation for people having crazy parties. This is just one more crazy idea, that's all.
But couldn't we let a bonfire on top of that and just wait to see it?
It's probably been provided again. All signals are going to be ignored. We're cut off, all right.
Can't we do something?
Oh yes, we can do something. We can find a funny gentleman who staged a little show, Mr. Unknown Owen, because he's mad as a hatter and dangerous as a rattlesnake.
Hardly a very good signaling, Captain Lombard. A rattlesnake can only give warning of its approach.
Warning. I word, that's our warning. 10 little Indian boys. There were 10 up at America last, weren't there? 10 little Indian boys going out to dine. One choked himself, then there were 9. Marston choked himself, didn't he? And then 9 little Indian boys sat up very late. One overslept himself. Overslept himself? That part convinces Roger very well.
You don't think... Do you mean Tom to tell us all?
Yes, I think he does.
And you trying to kiss us around? No, it's impossible. It's coincidence. It must be coincidence.
Only 8 little Indian boys here, so that's coincidence too. What do you think, Floor?
I don't like it.
Parasite.
None of us will ever leave this island.
Can't somebody shut up, Grandpa?
You agree, don't you, Lord?
Up to a point, yes.
Then come on, Armstrong, come on, Floor. Sooner you get to work, the better.
I'm ready. Nobody here has got a revolver by any chance, do they?
I've got one.
Always carry a thing about with you?
Usually. I've been in pretty tight places, you know.
Oh, well, I bet you've never been in a tighter place than you are right now. If there's a homicidal lunatic on his island, he's probably got a whole arsenal on him, and he'll use it.
You may be wrong there, George. Many homicidal lunatics are quiet, unassuming people.
Like the fellows.
You've never guessed there was anything wrong with that.
Well, Doctor, if our lunatic is one like that, we'll leave him to you. Now then, I suggest we make a start. Lombard, you search the house. Armstrong and I will do the island.
Right, that's ought to be easy. No secret doors or sliding panels.
Make sure you get him before he gets you.
Don't worry, but you two better stick together. Remember, one got left behind.
Come on, Armstrong. A very energetic young man, Captain Lombard.
Don't you think he's right? If someone is hiding in an island, the bound to find him. It's practically their own.
I think this problem needs brains to solve rather than brawn. I'm going out to sit in the sun and think.
Where did I put that mosquito bull?
Did you leave it upstairs? Shall I go see if I can find it?
No, I'll go. I know where it's likely to be.
I'm glad Captain Lombard got her wrong.
They're all wasting time. Wasting time.
Do you think so?
Yes. It's much better to sit quietly and wait.
Wait. Wait for what?
For the end, of course. I wish I could find Leslie.
You're right.
Yes. I wish you'd known her. She was so pretty, so happy.
Was she?
Yes. Of course, I was a lot older than she. She was only 27. Arthur Richmond was 26. He was my ADC. They used to talk of music and plays together, and he teased him and made fun of him. I thought she took a motherly interest in the boy. What a fool I was. No fool like an old fool. Exactly like the book, the way I found out. And I was afraid. She wrote to the both of us. Put the letters in the wrong envelope. So I knew.
Oh, no.
It's all right, my dear. It's a long time ago. You see, I loved her. I believed in her. I'd say anything to him. Let's gather inside, here, slow, murderous rage. Young hypocrite. I'd like the boy. I trusted him.
I wonder what the others are doing.
I sent him to his death.
Oh.
It was quite easy. Mistakes were being made all the time. All anyone could ever say was, I'd lost my nerve, made a blunder, and sacrificed one of my best men. Yes, it was quite easy. Leslie never knew. I never told her that I found out. But somehow, nothing was quite real anymore. She died of pneumonia. She had a heart-shaped face, and gray eyes, and brown hair that curled.
Oh, don't.
Yes, I suppose it was murder. Sure, murder. And I've always been such a law-abiding man. Didn't feel like that at the time. Thorough and right, that's what I thought. But afterwards, well, you know, don't you?
What do you mean?
You don't seem to understand. Curious. I thought you would. I thought you'd be glad, too, that the end was coming. We're all going to die, you know.
I don't know.
You're very young. You haven't gotten to that yet. The relief. The blessed relief of knowing that you're done with it all. You don't have to carry the burden any longer.
No.
Don't talk to me like that. I'm going to sit out here and wait. Wait for Leslie to come for me.
I'm frightened. I'm frightened.
All correct. Just your passageway. 1 quart.
Oh, don't.
I say, you do look low. How about a drink to steady your nerves?
A drink, 2 corpses in the house at 9 o'clock in the morning, and all you say, have a drink. An old man with a cut crackers, have a drink. 7 cookies of burn. That's all right, just have a drink. Everything's fine as long as you have a drink.
Okay, stay thirsty.
You can go wait for an adventure. You need to hide it.
I say, you are Helen. What's the matter, sweet?
I am not your sweet.
Sorry, I thought you were.
Well, you can think again.
Calm down. You don't really feel like that. You and I have something in common. Rogues and murderers can't fall out.
Rogues and murderers.
Okay. Don't have the company of rogues and murderers, and you won't have a drink. I'll go and finish searching.
What is a young man? Can't find it anywhere. Is anything the matter?
I'm worried about the general. He really is ill, I think.
Looking out for the boat, General. His sin has found him out.
Oh, don't.
One must face back.
Can any of us afford to throw stones?
Even if his wife was no better than she should be, and she must have been a disgraced woman, he had no right to take judgment into his own hands.
What about Beatrice Taylor?
Who?
That was the name, wasn't it?
You are referring to that absurd accusation about myself.
Yes.
Now that we are close, I have no objection to telling you the facts of the case. Indeed, I should like to hear them. That girl, Beatrice Taylor, was in my service. Very much deceived in her. She was clean and willing and had nice manners. But all of that was sheer hypocrisy. She was a loose girl with no morals. Disgusting. Sometime before I found out that she was what they call in trouble. The great shock to me. Her parents were decent folks, too, who had brought her up strictly. I'm glad to say they didn't condone her behavior.
What happened?
Naturally, I refused to keep her an hour under my roof. No one shall ever say I condoned immorality.
Did she drown herself?
Yes,
How old was she?
17.
Only 17.
Quite old enough to know how to behave. I told her what a low, depraved thing she was. I told her that she was beyond the pale and that no decent person would take her into their house. Told her that her child would be the child of sin and would be branded all its life. And the man would naturally not dream of marrying her. I told her that I had felt soiled for ever having had her under my roof.
You told a girl of 17 all that?
Yes, I'm glad to say it broke her down utterly, poor girl. I've no patience with this
indulgence towards sin.
And then I suppose you turned her out of the house.
Of course.
And she didn't dare go home. What did you feel like when you found she drowned herself?
Feel like?
Yes. Did you blame yourself?
Certainly not. I had nothing with which to reproach myself.
I believe you really feel like that. That makes me more horrible.
That girlfriend's salad. The heathen are sunk down in the pits they made. The net which they hid is their own foot taken. The Lord is known by the judgment he executed. The wicked is snared in the work of his own hand.
Breakfast
The
is
wicked
ready.
shall be turned into hell. Be quiet.
Do you know where the guests are? Breakfast is ready.
So Lawrence Barber was sitting out there in the sun. Stop trying to talk with the door. I shouldn't bother about that.
Shall not the isle shake at the sound of the fall, when the wounded cry, when the slaughter is made in the midst of thee?
Shall we go in?
I don't feel like eating.
Breakfast is ready.
Then all the princes of the sea shall come down from their thrones, and lay away their robes, and put off their embroidered garments. They shall clothe themselves with trembling. They shall sit upon the ground, and shall tremble at every moment, and be astonished to see.
Reading aloud, Miss Brent?
It is my custom to read a portion of the Bible every day.
Very good habit, I'm sure.
What luck did you have? There's no cover on the island. No one can hide anywhere.
That's right. What about the house, Lord?
No one. I'll take my life. There's no one in the house but ourselves. I've been over from attic to cellar.
Breakfast is getting cold.
Breakfast? Come on, Lord. You've been yelling for breakfast ever since you got up. Let's eat, drink, and be merry. For tomorrow we die. Or who knows? Perhaps even today.
You ought to be ashamed of such levity, Captain LaBarge.
Come on, General. Can't have this breakfast at day, sir. Oh. One got left behind. There's a life to continue back.
He's dead.
Dead? But he can't be. Who could have done it? There's only us on this island. Oh yes, my dear sir. Don't you realize clever and cunning criminals always comfortably one stage ahead of us? They know exactly what we're going to do next and make the plans accordingly. There's only one place, you know, where a successful murderer could hide and have a reasonably good chance of getting away with it. One place? Where? Here in this room. Mr. Owen is one of us. Well, Mr. Gore, I wanted to get you a loan. You were right in what you said this morning. This murderer is one of us. And I think I know which one. Really? Ever hear of the Lizzie Borden case? In America, old couple killed in the middle of the morning with an axe. The only person that could have done it was a daughter, a respectable middle-aged spinster. Incredible. So incredible that they acquitted her. But you never found any other explanation. So your answer to the problem is Miss Emily Brent. She's mad as a hatter. Religious mad, I tell you. She's the one. We must watch her. Really? I had formed the impression that your suspicions were in a different quarter. Yes? But I changed my mind, and I'll tell you for why. She's not scared, and she's the only one who's not scared. That's because she knows that there's no danger to her.
We made some coffee. Awfully cold in here.
You never believe it when you think what a beautiful day it was this morning.
Are Captain Lombard and Rogers still out?
Yes. No boat will put out this, and they couldn't land anyway.
Miss Brent,
Allow me.
you're right to insist that our land flies.
The court always adjourns for lunch.
All the same, it's Mexico. It seems as though it can't be true. What are we going to do about it?
We must hold an informal court of inquiry. We may be able to eliminate some innocent people. You haven't a hunch of any kind, have you, Miss Claythorne? Miss Claythorne expected one of us three. It's rather an awkward question.
I didn't suspect you. He asked me if I suspected I'd be Dr. Armstrong.
Armstrong?
Yes, don't you see? She's had far away the best chance to kill Mrs. Rogers. Terribly easy for her as a doctor. Give her no risk of sleeping doctor.
Yes, but somebody else gave her the drink, remember? Her husband had a good opportunity of administering a drug. It isn't Rogers. Rogers hasn't the brains to fix the stunt, nor the money. Besides, anyone can see he's scared stiff.
My goodness, it's something of a storm out there.
Well, it's only you. Who did you think it was? Beatrice Taylor?
Is that coffee? Good.
I do not, of course, profess to be a weather prophet, but I should say that it is very unlikely that a boat could reach us, even if we were on flight under 24 hours. Even if the wind drops, the sea has still to go down.
You're awfully wet.
Is anyone here a swimmer? Is it possible to swim to the mainland?
In this sea, you'd be dashing off and drowned. 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 No, drowned.
I beg your pardon, Miss Brent? It's an accidental nap.
Awfully cold in here.
I could light the fire if you'd like, miss.
That's a good idea.
Very sound scheme, Rogers.
Excuse me. Does anybody know if it came to the top bathroom shower first?
Really, Rogers, are you going back too?
The bathroom curtain?
Yes, sir. Scarlet oil, so cute. I haven't seen it.
Anybody here seen a scarlet oil silk curtain? No good, I'm afraid, Rogers.
Doesn't matter. It's just that I thought it's odd.
Everything on this island's odd.
Well, doesn't matter much. I'll get some sticks, and if you're not calling, get a nice fire going.
I wonder if he'd like some coffee. He's very wet.
What's some Armstrong?
You went to her room to rest.
Looks like a badger one by now.
I suspect she has a good sense to bolt her doors.
It won't be so easy now that we're on our guard.
I advise Mrs. Lord not to be too confident. I should like surely to propose certain measures of safety which I think we should all adopt.
Against whom?
Against each other. Of the 10 people who came to this island, 3 are definitely clear. There are 7 of us left. 7 little Indian boys.
One of whom was a bogus little Indian boy.
Exactly.
Well, in spite of what Miss Claythorne says now, I say that you, Sir Lawrence, and Dr. Armstrong are both above suspicion. She's a well-known doctor, and you're well known all over England. Mr. Blow, that proves nothing at all. This is a gone match for now. So, doctor, so have police.
Here, here. Well, does he want some coffee?
He'd rather make himself nice and sweet. What about the doctor? Do you think you have to take her up house?
I'll take it if you like.
I'll take it. I want to go and change.
Yes, you ought to. You'll catch cold.
Captain Lombard, I think Dr. Armstrong would rather see me. He might not admit you. She might be afraid of your revolver. Yes, about the revolver. I'd like a word with you about that.
Do go and change.
What were you going to say? I'd like to know why you brought a gun here on what's supposed to be a nice little social visit.
You do you? Well, I've led a rather adventurous life. Got in the habit of carrying a revolver about with me. Been in a bit of a jam on this way. You must admit, it is a pleasant feeling to have a gun handy.
We don't carry them. Now then, I want the truth about this gun.
What a suspicious fellow you are, Glore.
I know a fishy story when I hear one.
If it's about the revolver, I'd like to hear what you've got to say.
Well, I received a letter asking me to come here to be the guest of Mr. and Mrs. Owen. Writer said you've already had a reputation for being a good man in tight spots. Said it'd be worth my while. There'd be some danger, but I'd be alright if I got my eyes open.
I'd never have fallen for that.
Well, I did. I was bored in country. You must admit, it was an intriguing proposition.
Too vague for my liking.
That was the whole charm. It aroused my curiosity.
Curiosity killed the cat.
Yes, quite.
Do go and change, please.
I'm going. The maternal instinct, I think it's called.
That's a tall story. If it's true, why didn't you tell it to us last night?
He probably thought that was the emergency so that she'd been prepared. Perhaps it is. I don't think so. It was just Mr. Owen's little bit of cheese getting into the trap with the rest of us. He must have known enough to rely on his curiosity.
Well, if it's true, he's wrong on that man. I wouldn't trust him a yard.
We must get out of here before it's too late.
The one thing you must not do is give away his nerve.
I'm sorry. I'd rather in case of such as kill myself, but I've been overworked lately. I've run down.
You see, Madam?
Yeah, I keep dreaming. Hospitals, operations, and nights at my point.
Real nightmare.
Yeah. Do you ever dream of a corpse and see a man's death?
Are you by chance referring to a man named Edward Beatty? I should assure you, there's no sleep over the death of Edward Beatty. A particularly brutal, cold-blooded murder. The jury liked him, though. They were inclined to let him off. I could see, however, I could see him do. It's cold in here, isn't it?
I wish Roger was here along.
Yes, where is Roger? He's been gone a long time.
He could have got sick and sick.
Sick? Sick? My word, sick. There's another one gone? There's only six?
You're only five. Five.
Rogers and Lombard?
Oh, no, not Philip.
Roger!
Clorox like a madman.
Oh, Philip.
Have you seen Roger?
No, I should have.
2 more Indians have gone.
Two.
I thought it was you. Well, what is it?
In the cellar.
Is he...
No, he's dead all right.
How?
With an axe. Someone must have come up behind him else and bent over the wood box.
One chopped himself in half and never was sick.
Stop it, Vera. Stop it. Should be right, boys. What's that, boys? Bees? They keep bees on the island? That's nice birds, isn't it? 6 little Indian boys playing with a hive. A bumblebee stung one, then there were 5.
He's right. There are only 5.
A bumblebee stung one. Nothing wrong with any of us. You look pretty spry. You don't think? Epidermic syringe.
Modern deep thing.
While she was sitting there. One of us.
One of us.
Which of us?
Sitting in a row, glaring at each other, waiting for the blow. New version of the day. After there's a bloom. Flat the electric plant running down. Let's play a nice round game. How about if anyone calls suspicion? A suspects B, B suspects C, and so on. Let's start with Glore. It's not hard to get through Glore suspects. 6 out of mile. I'm your fancy, aren't I, Glore?
I wouldn't say no to that.
You're quite wrong, you know. Abstract justice isn't my line.
All I know is that you've told 2 different stories. You came up the gun. Now you say you've lost it.
I have lost it.
That's a likely story.
You think I'm done with it? I suggested myself that you search me.
Oh, you haven't got it on you now. You're too clever for that. But you know where it is.
You mean I've cached it ready for the next time?
I shouldn't be surprised.
Why don't you use your brain, Lord? If I wanted to, I'd have a lot of you by now. Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, but that's not the big idea.
The crazy thoughts? Sane enough.
The doctor said that there are some lunatics you never know were lunatics. Huh. That's true enough, I'd say.
We shouldn't just sit here doing nothing. Surely there's something we could do. If we lit a bonfire.
A bonfire? In this weather? It is, I'm afraid, a question of time and patience. If the weather will clear, then we can do something. Light a bonfire. Heliograph. Signal.
A question of time? Time? We can't afford time. We should all be dead.
I think the precautions we have now adopted should be adequate.
I tell you, we should all be dead. All but one. He'll think of something else. He's thinking down.
Poor Louise. What was her name? Cleve? Was it nerve commission to her in, doctor?
No. Drink. I used to be a heavy drinker. God help me, I was drunk when I operated. Quite a simple operation. My hands shaking all over the place. I can remember her now. A big, heavy, countrified woman. And I told her.
So I was right. That's how it was?
Sister knew, of course, but she was below asleep. Went to the hospital. I gave it a drink. Gave it all together. Went in for a study of nervous diseases.
Very successful.
One or two left shot. Good results with one or two important women. They told their friends. For the last year or two, I've been so busy, I haven't been able to waste time. I got to the top of the tree.
Until Mr. Unknown Ellen. Then down will come doctors, cradle and all.
Will you stop your sneering and joking?
People, please. We can't afford to quarrel.
Okay, I apologize.
It's terrible an activity that gets someone numb.
We are adopting, I feel convinced, the only measures possible. As long as we remain, as I say, always in sight of each other, a repetition of the tragedies that have occurred must be impossible. We have all submitted to a search. Therefore, we know that no man is armed either with firearms or a knife, nor has any man got cyanide or any drug about his person. As long as we remain, as I say, together, nothing can happen.
Well, we shall be the food. Please.
That's what I say. Obviously, the murder's only chance to get one of us to catch from the rest. As long as we prevent that, we are safe.
Safe?
You're very kind, Sarah.
There wasn't anything to say. I wonder what the time is. I was waiting for the hours to go by, and yet feeling as if I made it last.
Past 8.
Is that all?
Pretty awful like this. How are the candles going out?
We've got a whole packet. The storm is dying down a bit. What do you think, sir? Shouldn't get too confident.
The murderers said everything's falling into his plan. Even the weather seems to be on his side.
I say, what about something to eat?
I thought there was some time to make some coffee, but you four stay here. That's right, isn't it?
Not quite. You seem misplaced when it might be inadvisable to either drink something that you prepared out of our sight.
You don't like me, do you?
It's not a question of life or dislike.
There are very few tricks to get past juicer, Lauren. If you won't be offended at my saying so, you're my fancy.
Hardly the moment to indulge in the taking offense, Captain Lombard.
I don't think it's Lord. I may be wrong, but I can't feel as if you've got enough imagination for the job. All I can say is, if you are the criminal, I take my hat off to you for a fine actor.
Thank you for nothing.
I don't think it's the doctor. I don't believe she has the nerve. You've got plenty of nerve there. On the other hand, you strike me as eminently sane. Therefore, you only do murder to a thoroughly good motive.
Thank you. I thought of something.
Splendid! Animal, vegetable, or mineral?
That man says he's a police officer. But what do we know about that? Nothing at all. He only said so after the Ramsden record, when his name had been given. Before that, he was pretending to be a South African millionaire. What do we know about it? Nothing at all.
He's a policeman, all right. Look at his feet.
That's enough out of you.
So, now we know where we are. Oh, by the way, Doctor, Miss Sligman suspects you. Oh, yes, he does. Haven't you seen her shoot a dirty glare at you from time to time? It all works out quite clearly. I suspect Sir Lawrence. If Lord suspects me, Armstrong suspects Lord. What about you, sir?
Quite early in the day, I formed a certain conclusion. It seems to me that everything that occurred went quite unmistakably to one person. I am still of the same opinion.
Which one?
Well, no, I think it would be inadvisable to mention that person's name.
Inadvisable in the public interest?
Exactly. Enough talk. What about the food idea?
No. Let's stay here. If we're staying here, I can't say I'm hungry.
I'm not raving this myself. You could go have a couple by yourself, Lord.
Tell you what, suppose us go out and bring in a tin of biscuits.
Good idea. Oh, Lord?
Yeah?
An unopened tin. It's only the wind, making the curtains rattle.
I wonder what happened to that back on the curtain, the one that Rogers used.
By the wildest stretch of the imagination, I can't see what any homicidal maniac wants with scarlet oil-filled curtain.
Things seem to have been disappearing. Mr. Brent wants to see his video.
So, the killer, whoever he or she is a kleptomaniac too.
How does it go? 5 million boys.
Going in for law, one got in chancery.
Chancery. But how could that apply? Unless, of course.
That's exactly why I'm sitting right here.
But I'm casting you for the role of killer, not victim.
The term can apply to a boxer.
Perhaps start a free fight. That seems to let you out of here.
That awful rhyme. It keeps going round and round in my head. I think I'll remember it until I die. Mr. Blorthorn.
I expect the big bad wolf has got him.
I've asked you once before to try and restrain your rather peculiar sense of humor, Captain Lombard.
Sorry, sir. You must be growing nervous.
Put your hands up. Search it.
No, thank you.
Come now, you've had no dinner.
I couldn't eat anything.
I warned you, Laura wolf a lot.
There's no need to be funny about it. Starving ourselves won't do it as we should.
I'm cold. I'm going upstairs to get my sweater. See that you'll stay for your off.
Not bad, you biscuit.
What are they, cheese?
Cheese and celery.
That girl also had some.
Her nerves are in a bad state.
I don't know that I agree with you there, Doctor. This place learned strengthening has been very cool and resourceful young lady. Quite remarkably so.
So that's her again? She's the one?
Hardly, Leslie. A woman?
You and I, Doctor, see women from slightly different angles.
That's it. What does anyone say to a spot of tea?
Good idea. Whoa! Who's that? Where are you going? Come back here! Hey! Whoa, in here! Can't see a thing! Ow, who's that? He's moving! That yellow bar out of the way!
Where's your light?
He's dead! Here I am.
Why can't we have some light? It's all in the dark. You don't know where you are. You don't know where to put it.
Sitting around the stairs, blowing out the candles. Here, I got a lighter.
Where's Dr. Armstrong? I'm heading to the matches. I was horrified to death. It went right round my throat.
What did?
The window was open in my room. It blew up my candle when I opened the door. And then a long strand of steam touched my throat. I saw in the dark that I was being strangled by a wet hand.
I don't wonder you yelled.
Who hung the steamy there?
I don't know. When I find out, I'm sorry he was ever born.
Who's that? Don't worry, Mr. Claiborne. It's only me.
Here we are.
Who fired that shot?
He's dead. One got in January and one more four. He's Claiborne.
There.
You got me out of the way, so I went upstairs to my sweater. You hung that steamy there. You did it all so you kill a helpless old man in the dark. You're mad. All of you. Crazy. That's why you wanted the curtain, the knitting wool. It was all planned long ago for that. Let me get out of here.
Indian boys sitting in a row, thinking as they go, who's the next to go?
Oh, Philip.
That's right, Miss Thorne. I don't mind joking on a full stomach.
I meant to say, I was hungry. But all the same, I just especially love him, Tom.
I was wanting that meal. I feel a new man.
We've been here 24 hours without food. That does lower the morale.
Somehow the daylight brings something different.
You must forget, the summer loose on the island is a dangerous, homicidal lunatic.
Why is it one doesn't feel jittery about it anymore?
Because we know now, beyond any possibility of a doubt, who it is. Right, Lord?
That's right.
It was the uncertainty before. Looking at each other, wondering which.
I said all along with Dr. Armstrong.
You did, my sweet, you did. Until, of course, you went completely crazy and suspected us all.
He was out of filling the light of day.
Very silly.
Allowing it is Armstrong. What's happened to her?
I don't know, but we know what she wants to think has happened to her.
What exactly did you find?
One shoe. Just one shoe. You brilliant slip edge. And for it, Dr. Armstrong has gone completely off running and committed suicide.
All very circumstantial. Even to the one little broken Indian laying over there in a doorway.
That was rather overdoing it. No one would think of doing that if they were going to drown themselves.
Quite so. But we're fairly certain she didn't drown herself. But she had to make it appear as though she was the seventh victim, all according to plan.
How extraordinary to think there are 5 dead bodies in here weeping at the same time.
Delightful feminine disregard for facts. There are 6 dead bodies, and they're not all in there.
No, she's right. There are 5.
What about Mrs. Rogers?
I've counted her. She makes the 5th.
Now look here. Marston 1, Mrs. Rogers 2, General Mackenzie 3, Rogers 4, Miss Brent 5, Wargrave 6.
7, 8, 9, Armstrong 10. That's right, old man. Sorry.
Don't you think it'd be an idea if we took Mrs. Rogers downstairs and shoved her in the morgue too?
I'm a detective, not an undertaker.
For heaven's sake, stop talking about bodies. The point is, Armstrong murdered them.
We ought to realize it was Armstrong straight away.
How do you think she got hold of your revolver?
From the slightest idea.
Tell me exactly what happened in the night.
Well, after you threw your little fit of hysterics and locked yourself in your room, we all thought we'd better go to bed.
So we all went to bed and locked ourselves in our rooms.
About an hour later, I heard someone tap my door. So I got out, tapped on Lord's door. He was in there all right. And I tapped on Armstrong's door, but it was empty. That's when I tapped on your door and told you to sit tight no matter what happened. I came downstairs, and the doors were open to the balcony. And there was my gun just lying beside it.
But why the devil should Armstrong chuck your revolver away?
I don't know. Either an accident or she's crazy.
Where do you think she is?
Lurking somewhere, waiting at a crack at one of us.
We ought to search the house.
What? And walk into an ambush?
Oh, I never thought of that.
What's the use of talking? What am I going to do?
You ask me? Sit tight, take no risk.
Look here. I want to go after that woman.
What a dog with a bulldog breed you are, Lord. By the way, between friends and without prejudice. You didn't go in for that little spot of perjury, didn't you?
Well, I don't suppose it makes any odds now. Lander was innocent, all right. The gang squared me, and between us, we put him away for a stretch. Now, mind you, I wouldn't admit it now if it wasn't that.
You think that we're all in the same boat?
Well, I couldn't admit it in front of Mr. Justice Wargrave, could I?
No, hardly.
I'd say that Phil Deacon. Do you think he was innocent?
I'm quite certain of it. Wargrave had reasons for wanting him out of the way. Anyway, I'm glad to see you got up to a little virtuous first floor. Hope you made a tidy bit out of it.
Nothing like I should have. You're a mean lot to Benny gang. I got my promotion now.
And Lander got penal servitude and died in jail.
I couldn't tell it was going to die, could I?
No, that was your bad luck.
His, you mean?
Yours too. Because as a result of that fact, your life may be cut short unpleasantly soon.
What, me? Well, Armstrong? Ha! I'll watch it.
You'll have to.
What about yourself?
I shall be quite all right, thank you. I've been in tight places before and have gotten out of them. And I mean to get out of this one. Besides, I have a revolver.
Just about that revolver. You say you just found it laying down there. Who's to say you haven't had it on you all along?
Same old gramophone record. No room in your head for more than one idea at a time, is there, Lord?
No, but it's a good idea.
And you're sticking to it.
And I would have thought of a better story if I were you.
I only wanted something simple. Something a policeman could understand.
What's wrong with the police?
Nothing. Now that you've left the force.
Now look here, Captain Labarge. If you're an honest man, and you pretend.
Oh, come now, we're neither an honest men.
Well, if you're telling the truth for once, which I doubt, then you'll do the square thing and toss that revolver away.
Don't be a fool.
I said I'll go to the house searching for Armstrong, haven't I? If I'm willing to do that, would you lend me the revolver?
No, I won't. That revolver's mine. It's my revolver, and I'm sticking to it.
Then do you know what I'm beginning to think?
You're not beginning to think, you square-headed flatty. You thought it last night and you've gone back to your original idea. That I'm the one and only UN on no knowing. Is that it?
I won't contradict you.
You can do what you please, but I warn you.
I think you're both behaving like a pair of children.
Sorry, teacher.
Of course, Captain Lombard is the unknown. The unknown element is Armstrong, and I'll tell you one very good proof of it.
Oh, and what's that?
Think of the rhyme. Four little Indian boys going out to sea. A red herring swallowed one, and then there were three. Then due to the subtlety of it, a red herring. That's Armstrong's pretended suicide. But it's only a red herring, so she really isn't dead.
That's very ingenious.
To my mind, it's absolute proof. You see, it's all mad because she's mad. She takes a queer, childish, crazy pleasure in sticking to the rhyme and making everything happen in that way. Dressing as a judge, killing Roberts who was chopping sticks, using hypodermic on his friend when she might as well have drugged her. She's got to make it all fit.
Well, if that's true, then it should give us a pointer. Where do we go from here? Three little Indian boys traveling in a zoo. If Big Bear hugged one, then there were two. Ha! If Big Bear hugged one. She'll have trouble with that one. There's no zoo on this island. I say, Captain Lombard, what about something to eat?
Do stop thinking about your stomach, Floor. This craving for food and drink will be your undoing.
What? There's plenty of food in the kitchen.
Yes, if anybody ever wanted to get rid of you, the first thing they think is putting a lethal dose of something would be in your food.
What's that? A boat, a boat! Ah!
Floor's got his.
How?
A booby trap. All set. A wire across the way past something above.
Indeed.
Yes, crushed. Head open. A great bronze bear from the landing, pulling a slide.
A bear. How ghastly. It's a softball childishness.
I know, what a fool Bloor was.
And now there are two.
We shall have to watch ourselves.
We shan't do it. She'll get us. We'll not do it to this island.
Oh, yes, you will.
Don't you think there's someone now in this room watching us, watching and waiting?
Nerve.
Then you do feel it?
No, I don't.
Please don't. Let's get out of this house. Anywhere. Perhaps that was a ghost. They'll see us.
We could go up to the top. It's sheer cliff on one side, and you can see if anybody approaches from the house.
Anything's better than staying here.
Won't you drag a cold in that dress?
I'd be colder if I were dead.
Perhaps you're right. Quick your conscience.
Be careful, Philip, please.
I'm overboard. There's no window directly above. Well, that's strange.
What is it? It looks like a body.
You stay here. I'll go and have a look.
Armstrong's body.
It's Armstrong. Dead. Washed up the high water mark.
So there's no one on the island.
Yes. Now we know where we are.
Now we know where we are.
Quite neat trick with that wire. Old Order always knew you were dangerous.
You.
So you did kill that child after all.
No, I didn't. You're wrong. Please believe me. Please listen to me.
I'm listening. We're gonna make a good story.
It isn't a story. It's the truth. I didn't kill that child. It was someone else.
Who?
A man. Peter's uncle. I was in love with him.
Go on. This is interesting.
Don't sneer. It was torture. Absolute torture. Peter was born after his father's death. If he'd been a girl, she would have got everything.
Well, no, he killed a wicked uncle.
Yes, he was wicked, and I didn't know. He said he loved me. He said he was too poor to marry. There was a rock, far out, that Peter had always wanted to swim to. Of course I wouldn't let him. It was dangerous. One day, we were on the beach, and I had to go back to the house for something I'd forgotten. As soon as I got back, I looked down and saw Peter swimming out to the rock. I knew he had a chance. The current had got him already.
Go on.
I ran down. He tried to stop me. Don't be a fool, he said. I told you. I pushed past him and rushed down. I plunged into the sea and swam after Peter. He'd gone before I could get to him.
And then everything went off well at the inquest. They caused you a plug of your own to get discreetly quiet about Hugh's part in the business.
Do you think anyone would believe me?
And then, I suppose, Hugh let you down.
Do you think I wanted to see him again?
Certainly are an accomplished liar, Farrah.
Can't you believe the truth when you hear it?
Who's in the traffic killed the floor? I did, and Armstrong's dead. I've broken both the crayons in my time, and I'm no saint. There's one thing I won't stand for, that's murder.
You don't stand for murder, but if the natives just die in Africa.
That's so funny. I didn't.
What do you mean?
For once. Just once, I took the part of the hero. Risked my life for the lives of my men. Left my rifle, all the ammunition we had, all the food there was. I went off alone through the bush. By those incredible luck it came off. But not in time to save them. Then, word gets around that I deliberately abandoned my men. That's life for you.
You expect me to believe that? You actually admitted the whole thing.
I know. I got such a kick out of watching their faces.
You can't fool me with a stupid lie like that.
Flat true.
Write it nicely in the floor, it's there in your face. The face of the killer.
Can't fool me any longer.
Oh, now!
Cunning little devil.
You come one step near, I'll shoot.
You. Young, lovely, quite mad. Ha 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 ha.
It's all come true. My 10 little Indian plan. My rhyme, my run. Silence in court. If there's any more noise, I'll have the court cleared. It's all right, my dear. It's all right. Three-quarters of justice. You'll get justice here. You thought it was a ghost. You thought it was dead. Armstrong said it was dead. That was the clever part of my plan. Said we trapped the murderer. Picked up my supposed death so I should be free to spy upon the guilty one. She thought it an excellent plan. Came out that night to meet me by the cliff. I sent her over with a push. So easily. She swallowed my red herring all right. You know better, Claythorne? All my life I wanted to take life. Yes, to take life! I had to get what enjoyment I could out of sentencing the guilty to death. But that wasn't enough. I wanted more. I wanted to do it myself with my own hands. But I'm just a highway. I have a sense of justice. As between our sovereign Lord the King and prisoner at the bar will true deliverance make. Guilty, my lord. Yes, guilty! You are all guilty, you know. The law couldn't touch you, so I had to take the law into my own hands. To my own hands! Anthony Marston first, then Mrs. Rogers, Barberton in the water. Mackenzie stabbed. Scott Rogerson actually was chopping sticks. Dope didn't rent coffee so he couldn't feel the hypodermic. Booby trapped for Bloor. Bloor was a fool. I always knew it would be easy to get Bloor. Returning that revolver was a clever touch. Made the end interesting. I always knew you two would suspect each other in the end, but the question was, who'd win out? I banked on you, my dear. The female of the species. Besides, it's always more exciting to have a girl at the end. Prisoner at the bar, have you anything to say why sentence should not be passed on you? Vera Elizabeth Claythorne, I sentence you to death!
Stop, I'm not guilty, I'm not guilty.
They all say that. Must plead not guilty. That's of course you're going all out for a verdict of insanity. You're not mad. I'm mad, but you're not.
But I am innocent, I swear. I never killed that child. I never wanted to kill him.
So you didn't kill that boy after all. Very interesting. But it doesn't matter much now, does it? Can't spoil my lovely rhyme. 10 little Indian boys. One little Indian boy left all alone. He went and hanged himself, and then there were none. I must have my hanging. My hanging!
Sorry, darling, sorry.
I thought you were dead. I thought I killed you.
Thank God we can't shoot straight. Not straight enough.
Never forget this.
Oh yes, you will. Don't you know? There's another end of that 10 little Indian boys around. One little Indian boy, left all alone. We got married, and there were none.
several people brought in some gifts just to give out to each of these the fine actors and actresses who you've seen tonight. So, just want to give something for each of them. I can here. There we go. There we go. Woo. Thank you, Brock. And if we could have two of our fine backstage people come out, Andrew Bunch and Valerie Boyd, who helped out backstage, they come out. There's also something special for our Mr. Wargrave here that left in the back, but she has something special for you too. I'll get that for you in just a minute. We'll be out in the back to shake hands and greet you. Thank you all for coming tonight.
Something for Mr. Fry for all his hard work.
I'll have a gift certificate for the Olive Garden.
Thank you very much.